Hi everyone, so now we're going to get into actually making the pancakes. And the first thing you're going to need is a big bowl. So I've got mine here. You're going to need some plain flour, which I've got here. And you're going to need 2 large eggs and some milk as well. So I've got some milk here. And if you have any scales, that would be really good to use because then you can measure out all of your ingredients properly. So now I'm just measuring out my flour, and for this part you're going to need 100 grams of plain flour. So I'm just pouring it into the bowl here on the scales and you can see the numbers, and I'm at 99 and I've gone a little bit over, I've gone to 101 grams, but that's fine. So now that we've got our 100 grams of plain flour in the bowl, we're now going to crack the 2 large eggs into the bowl as well. And you might want to get an adult to help you with this so that you don't get any of the shell of the egg into the bowl. Just going to crack it on the side and then into the bowl like that. And then these will go in the bin. And the next one. And make sure you wash your hands after that bit because they might be a little bit eggy. So now what we're going to do is we're going to grab a jug like this. Mine's got millilitres on the sides that you can measure. And we're going to pour out 300 millilitres of milk. I've got my milk here. And I'm going to pour it until it reaches 300 millilitres. And this one's empty, so I'm just going to grab another one. And again, be careful that you're not spilling any, and if you need some help, make sure you get an adult to help you. So pour it to 300 millilitres. There we go. And then you're going to pour that into the big bowl with your eggs and your flour. Just like that. And then you need to grab a whisk, so I've got my whisk here, and then we're just going to start to whisk the bowl. So you want to keep whisking it just so you get all them big lumpy bits out. You want it to be nice and smooth so that when you make your pancakes they're really nice and tasty and they've not got any lumps in them. Now that it's looking a little bit better, I'm going to grab a little bit of sunflower oil, but you can use vegetable oil as well. And we're going to put 1 tablespoon into the bowl. So I've got my tablespoon here and I'm just going to pour that in like that. And then we're going to keep whisking until it's all nice and smooth. Okay, so now mine's looking nice and smooth. So I'm going to pour it into this jug so that it's a little bit easier to pour into the pan when I'm making my pancakes. So I've poured a little bit of oil into this frying pan, and now I'm going to put the pancake mixture in like this. Make sure it's not too much, so it's not too thick, just a nice amount, and then I'm going to roll it around the pan to make sure that it's all evenly spread, and then leave it to heat up a little bit. And then I'm going to grab my spatula, like the one I've got here that you can see, and when it's ready I'm going to start to peel at the sides so that it doesn't get stuck to the sides, just like I'm doing here. And keep doing it all the way around the edges so that they don't get stuck. And remember, this bit is really, really hot, so make sure that an adult's doing this bit. You can watch, but make sure that an adult's doing it because it's really hot. I'm just going to leave it for a little bit longer so that it's all nice and cooked underneath. And again, I'm just going to make sure that the sides aren't getting stuck. And then I'm going to shake it a little bit, and then I'm going to flip it over so that both sides get cooked as well. And there we go, it's a nice looking pancake. So I hope you enjoyed making your pancakes with me, and next you're going to be decorating them with Freya.